The news out is that the KZN Police Commissioner may have his life under personal risk. This is after he obviously accused the police minister of being directly involved in corruption in the state and potentially being involved with gang members. In any case, this has led the DA's Ian Cameron, the parliamentary head of the police portfolio, to suggest that the commissioner must have been aware of the personal risk given the senior officials he's accused of implicating, and that this would have a potential threat to his life. Now, some experts actually have gone a little bit further, saying that the exposure that he's given to the government will have serious consequences, which may include a disciplinary procedure which may result in him being fired, on the grounds that he's undermined law enforcement cohesion. But others have argued that the commissioner himself was very brave, and that what he actually did was a bold whistleblowing exercise where he aired allegations of corruption and collusion with criminal syndicates which involved immediate superiors and those in government itself. Now, by naming senior officials publicly, he has exposed himself to retaliation, which raises questions about the threats to his safety and personal standing. So what does that ultimately mean? Well, if the threats escalate, the DA may push for measures to safeguard him amid any forms of high-stakes allegations. One has to ask the questions, would SAPs itself actually protect the individual given the severity and the heart of the individuals exposed? But on the contrary, if his allegations are confirmed correct, what does this actually mean for police and public accountability? Could this actually undermine the credibility of the police even further? So one has to ask the questions. This whistleblowing that's occurred, what is it actually going to do to SAPs as a whole? Because if it turns out that the individual is incorrect, it undermines SAPs, and if the person was correct, it undermines SAPs. All of this will nevertheless put pressure on Cyril Ramaphosa and will affect the ANC's credibility, which is already at an all-time low. But in any case, what we can say is that there are safety concerns for the police commissioner himself, which ultimately will result in political and institutional scrutiny over time. In any case, just my views. Let me know what you think in the comments.